In a peaceful forest pond, where silver moonlight danced on gentle ripples, there lived two unlikely friends, a small green turtle named Timothy and a soft gray rabbit called Luna. Every evening they would meet by the water's edge, where water lilies swayed softly in the breeze and crickets sang their sweet lullabies. Timothy loved floating in the cool, clear water, letting the gentle current rock him back and forth like a cradle. Luna, with her fluffy fur and twitching nose, preferred sitting on the mossy bank, dipping just her paws in the refreshing pool, while watching the stars appear one by one in the darkening sky. One peaceful evening, as the sun was setting and painting the clouds in soft shades of pink and purple, Luna watched Timothy gliding through the water with such grace. The rabbit felt a gentle stirring of curiosity in her heart. "Timothy," she whispered, not wanting to disturb the evening's tranquility, "would you teach me to swim like you do?" Timothy smiled warmly at his friend, his eyes twinkling like the first evening stars. "Of course, dear Luna. The water is so peaceful at night, and I would love to share its gentle embrace with you." He slowly paddled to the edge where Luna sat, creating tiny ripples that spread out in perfect circles across the moonlit surface. Together, they began with simple floating exercises in the shallow water. Timothy showed Luna how to let the water support her, just as the soft grass supported her when she rested in the meadow. "Feel the water holding you," Timothy would say softly, "just like a cozy blanket wrapped around you on a cool evening." Night after night, Luna learned to trust the water more and more. She discovered that when she moved slowly and calmly, like the gentle evening breeze, the water became her friend. Timothy stayed close by, his presence as reassuring as the constant stars above them. As Luna grew more confident, she suggested something that made Timothy smile. "Shall we have a special kind of race?" she asked. "Not to see who's fastest, but to see who can swim the most peacefully across the pond." Timothy thought this was a wonderful idea, for he knew that sometimes the most beautiful journeys are the ones taken slowly. On the night of their peaceful race, the moon was full and round, casting a silver pathway across the water. Fireflies hovered above the surface like tiny floating stars, and the evening flowers released their sweet, sleepy fragrance into the air. "Remember," Timothy said gently, "this is not about being first. It's about finding your own peaceful rhythm." Luna nodded, her eyes soft with understanding. Together, they slipped into the cool water, creating barely a ripple as they began their tranquil journey across the pond. Luna moved her paws slowly through the water, remembering all that Timothy had taught her about staying calm and relaxed. Timothy swam beside her, his steady presence like a floating leaf in a gentle stream. They moved together through the quiet water, watching the moonlight play on the surface and listening to the soft symphony of evening sounds. As they swam, they noticed beautiful things they had never seen before. Water lilies that seemed to glow in the moonlight, tiny silver fish that danced beneath them, and the way the stars reflected in the still parts of the pond, creating a mirror of the night sky below. Neither Luna nor Timothy thought about who was ahead or behind. Instead, they focused on the peaceful feeling of floating through the cool water, of being carried by its gentle embrace. They took time to float on their backs and gaze at the stars, letting the water rock them gently like a mother's arms. When they finally reached the other side of the pond, They couldn't remember who had arrived first, and it didn't matter at all. They sat together on a soft patch of moss, Luna's fur dripping little diamonds of water, Timothy's shell gleaming in the moonlight. "Thank you for teaching me," Luna whispered, her eyes growing heavy with peaceful tiredness. "I never knew that moving slowly could feel so wonderful." Timothy nodded, feeling just as sleepy and content. "Sometimes," he murmured, "the most beautiful moments come when we take time to simply float along with life's gentle current." As the night grew deeper and the stars twinkled more brightly, Luna and Timothy rested side by side, listening to the lullaby of the evening pond. The crickets sang softly, the breeze whispered through the reeds, and somewhere in the distance, an owl cooed a gentle goodnight song. From that night on, Luna and Timothy often swam together in the moonlit pond, never racing, but always sharing in the peaceful joy of moving through the cool, clear water at their own perfect pace. And as they floated beneath the starry sky, they knew they had discovered something more precious than any race could offer: the gift of finding peace in life's gentle moments. As the moon continued its journey across the night sky, the pond grew ever more still, and the two friends drifted into peaceful dreams, carried by the memory of their tranquil swim. And so, like the quiet pond reflecting the stars above, their hearts reflected the peaceful beauty of taking life slowly, one gentle stroke at a time.